Hello, welcome to Revelator Alf. I hope you're all well. So, this is a radio podcast thing. Sorry about the intro there. Sorry I'm a few minutes late as well. Needs must. It's absolutely freezing here in the UK while we await the grand launch of the 2023 motorcycles from Harley Davidson. It's all happening today. I'm joining you, well, just after 3 p.m. now, but at 4 p.m, that's where Harley Davidson are going to have their live launch. Wrong one. They're going to have their live show for us. Now, it should come out on the website here, so I'm going to do a live link from the website as well, and give you all a heads up. Let us know if you're in the comments. Let us know what you're doing as well. I'm going to keep an eye on that for us as well. Just saying hello to everybody. Soldier in Hell, what a great name, Soldier in Hell. Knights to Rest. Is this going to be the day? Is this going to be the day that they're going to tell us all about this Knights to Rest? Who knows? Pan America 975, Knights to Rest, Breakout 117, just to name but a few. The small capacity Harley Davidson 350, maybe even a 500cc. That's a QJ Motor collaboration. You know, it's all up in the air. We're all eagerly anticipating what's going to happen. Any additions to the Cruiser lineup, any additions to the Tourer lineup, any additions to the trike. Well, we know there's another trike coming. We know there's a freewheeler coming, because that was kind of leaked during the week. And we also know that CVOs are going to come back, but in which fashion, we don't know. But of course, there's another layer of motorcycles that we know from Harley Davidson, and that's the 120th anniversary bikes. Now, what are they? What colours are they going to be in? You know, all that kind of thing. So there's lots of things, here to digest. But look, this is, let me just get the website up again. This is the media site, still nothing up on the media site. And this is just the main page from Harley Davidson. Let me just refresh that and see where it is. No, it's still the same there. Let me just go to the main site. And no sort of player there. Now, here we go. So it's just changed. They've just changed it on the main Harley Davidson website. You can watch this via here if you want, or you can watch it by yourselves. I don't mind. You know, this is not for me trying to gain views or anything. It's purely I'm just going to be reacting to it straight afterwards and watching and let you know what I think. And I'd like to let me know what you think of it as well. But it's 120th anniversary, streaming live today at 10 a.m. Central Time, which is obviously in the US. Join us here for the kickoff event. So it should happen right before our eyes there. But that's another hour away or so. Let us know what you think it's going to be. Or let us know what you think from the company themselves. Are we looking for new bikes? This is what I want to know. Are we looking for new bikes? Is this the year where Harley Davidson bring us a load of new bikes all at once? I don't think it's going to happen. I'll be very surprised if that happens. But I don't know. I'll be very surprised. But if it does, then let's see what happens. The Knights to S. Let's just take this because, hey, the Knights to S. Ali Mersin, hard can. Oh, I don't know what that is. And hello, Alf. Cannot log in by HD. Sends me to HD Deutschland. I would imagine. Yeah, let me just raise that up. Yeah, that's right. I think there is at the top of the site. Let me have a quick look. Yes, if you go to the top of the site, let me quickly show you. If you don't want it in a different language, you go to the top of the site and you can change the language. And I believe you can change it to wherever country, and then that will take you to the country of your choice. I'm not 100% sure of that, if that will work in your area as well. Mr. Hard Candy Custom. Oh, okay, sorry, Hard Candy Custom. Yes. Apologies. Right, so, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the chat. Welcome everybody to the live reaction. See what happens. Beans, hello, hi mate. Glad to see you. Good to see you too. God, everybody's coming in for this watch along party, and this is what I like to see. I like to see people, eagerly anticipating as much as I am. Hey, Cyborg, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, good to see you too. Now, let's talk about these bikes, shall we? Let's talk about our anticipation of them. The Nightster S. I'm not too sure what to make of this whole thing, right? And I've talked about it in previous shows. Sorry, the way I've just caught myself on the camera here, the way I'm dressed, it's because it's absolutely freezing in here, so I've had to layer up a lot. I'm not sure what to make of this Nightster S, whether I think it's a good deal or not. Because they just released the Nightster last year. So if they're not going to re-release the Nightster and just come out with this variant, what does that say about the whole 975 bike, engine rather? What does that say about the 975 in any bike that they want to produce? And I kind of talked about this on the last live stream about the Bronx. If they do bring that out, should they bring it out with a 975 at all? Actually, why didn't you just have the most powerful engine out there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. So I'd be interested to see what they come out with this Nightster S. If it is going to be some big change, a big reveal, or is it going to be something that everybody's going to go, yeah, I'm not so sure, all the socials are there if you're interested in that sort of stuff. You can support Patreon and PayPal and all that sort of stuff as well. All the support is always appreciated, of course. And anyway, let's just get back onto it. Really, the Nightster S. I'm not too sure about it. I'm not too sure whether it's going to be a success, based upon the Nightster itself wasn't a success. Of course, the Nightster, as we all know, had the handlebar problem. It had a recall on that as well. There weren't a lot of bikes sold. I actually thought a lot more Nightsters were sold. I thought it was... it was just an impression I had. I thought, oh, okay, people are digging this bike. I kind of slated it right at the very start, and I got hounded for this as well. But maybe I was right in that many people didn't like it, and that's why it didn't sell. But there we go. Cyborg, oh, that's very kind of you. Hit the like for a free way to show your support. That's it. Just hit the like. That's all you need to do. Hit the like. Ali, factory made 131 CVO. That's... I'm not sure they're going to go that way. I'm really not sure. I'd be very surprised. Look, I get this wrong all the time, because I'm only giving you my opinions, right? And I'm only giving you what I bring, what I hear about, and everything like that. But I'd be very surprised if there's anything like a 131 in the CVO, because I think they're just going to eke up incrementally, just go up. Somebody mentioned in the chat or a video earlier on today, basically saying, yeah, wouldn't they probably bring out a 120-inch engine for the 120th anniversary year? That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It's the logical choice. Let me have a little... There you go. Ali, I didn't see a Softail Deluxe. Well, the Deluxe went a few years ago, didn't it? So, yeah, unless it's going to come back as an anniversary, but I don't know. Soldier in Hell. Is it Soldier in Hell or Soldier in Helly? I can't really see what that last letter is. Sorry, it's a bit blurry on my screen there. I currently have a deposit on a Rebel. Yeah, okay, nice. 1100 or the 500, wherever you are. So hopefully they have changed. Okay, it'd be 1100, yeah. So hopefully they have changes to the Nightster or make the Nightster S a better bike. Because if you watch my videos in the last sort of month or so, the live streams, I've been talking about the CMX 1100 and the 1100T, which I think is going to be a big challenge to the Knights, to the Sportster S, and maybe even to any other Tourer model as well. So let's just watch that. Beans, don't let my tea go cold. I'll tell you what, I'm drinking this. I just took my my pickup down to have its annual roadworthiness check, as we say here in the UK, the MOT. And me and the old guy there, we were both saying how old we feel because we've got cold hands. But there we go. Frank Candelaro, 44. The motor out of the Pan American Touring chassis, we're on the same wavelength. I think the 1250 the Revolution Max 1250 engine in a touring chassis is the way to go. I truly do. Let's have a quick look at the website, and it's still showing streaming live today. So I'm going to quickly go backwards and forwards in that all the time. Look, let's just slow this down a little bit. Let's just get our breath. First of all, what do we think this live show is going to be about? Not my live show, because you know what my live show is going to be about: chat and opinion and all that sort of stuff. I'm talking about the Harley Davidson thing. What do we think that's going to be? Do we think it's going to be anything of note? Do we think there's going to be anything to, hold your attention? Are you going to be impressed by it? What kind of style does it need to be? Does it need to be anything other than, look, here are our new bikes. There you go. That's it. Launch party over. That's it. That's a nicer. That's a breakout of the 170. Or do you need a bit more razzmatazz? Do you need a bit more information, that kind of thing? Soldier in Hell, 1100. Yes, I thought it might be. Cyborg, 9 likes. Let's make it 20. Smash that like button. See, I love it when you guys are cheering on for me. Bless you. Bless your heart. Grant Bresley, hello from Iowa, USA. Hello. Thank you very much for joining. I thought they should have put the Revolution Max. I can't even talk. The Revolution Max in the ST bagger, not the 117. Great shout. Great shout. I think so as well. I think that it's been crying out. I've been saying this for a year or so. It's been crying out for a tourer of any description, but maybe like a lightweight performance tourer, bagger, let's say, with a Revolution Max engine. I think they are going to use the word heritage like Fast and Furious movies use families. That's probably the funniest thing I've heard today. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be all that. It's going to be lots of heritage and, lifestyle and freedom, and this is where we came from and all that sort of stuff. Oh, dear. Grant, since so many models in Street Glide and Road Glide, and people wouldn't mind. This has always been my point. A Revolution Max engine bike in either the Tourer and or the Cruiser lineup would be in addition to what's already there. So the fans of Harley Davidson who only like the air-cooled engines, the air oil-cooled engines, they're not going to be disappointed because they still get the bikes that they want. But the people who don't like the air-cooled engines, but like the style of Harley Davidson, if you know what I mean, right? Then they're offered something different. I've been saying this for a year, a long time. Even before they brought out the Revolution Max engine, I've been saying it's what it's calling out for. Indian have done it. Interestingly, Indian today, I got an email, a press release from Indian Motorcycles, so that they're just, I had to laugh, that they're here in Europe, in I can't remember it was, let me just check my emails, was it Marbella? Somewhere like that. Here we go. No, here we go, press release. So Madeira, on the magical island of Madeira, they've just opened up a rental shop. So you can rent. It's like that's the big news from Indian. Indian Motorcycles. We just opened a rental shop in Madeira. I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was really funny. But there we go. There we go. Beans. Be nice to see an improved after-sales regime. I think many people would agree with that as well. There are so many things that you could pick holes out in a Harley Davidson operation, dealership network, company, but there are also so many good things as well. And many of the time, these things are just, they require tweaks, don't they? They just require maybe a change in attitude, a change in approach, a change in focus, let's say. And I think that's where, where a lot of people are at with it. It just requires just a little bit more thought sometimes. But there we go. Now, for some reason, I'm getting a double whammy on the displayed chats there. I don't know why. On mine, it's just a single chat. I don't know why I'm getting two there. I'll tell you what. Let me try and do this. Let me see if I can get something a little bit different there. No, I don't know why it's. Maybe the chat is. No, I don't know why. It's all gone a bit crazy. But listen, we're getting your comments. I can see them. That's the most important thing. Let's go back to the website. See what's happening. Still no movement. Still no movement. Okay. Let's get this right. Yeah. So. Let's just talk about this the Breakout 117 and the cruisers, because I've got a Sport Glide, as you know. If you follow my channel, you know I've got a cruiser, and I wonder what they're going to do with the cruisers, because I thought the cruiser lineup and the tourer lineup that they've released already, it doesn't exactly fill me with excitement. There hasn't been anything there that I think, wow, this is amazing. This is brilliant. This is, something. So I'm expecting something a little bit more. Now, I don't know what I'm expecting. That's the thing. I don't know if it's a 117 engine in the existing models. I don't know if it's a Revolution Max engine in there. I don't know if it's a new bike. I don't know. And I wish a new bike would come out. I really hope so, because I think this is where I'm at. If I think you're going to focus the future on your Revolution Max engine, the immediate future, but there is another future here. And I talked about it earlier on as well, or in a previous show. This one here, this is a story that's been gathering pace this last week, and it's basically the CEO Jochen Seitz is basically saying, look, the future of Harley Davidson is all electric. Long-term transition, which will take a few decades. So you would imagine he's not even going to be there, right? But you say, it's not going to happen overnight. But, it is going to go into, all electric operation, right? So here's the thing. When you're talking about the future of Harley Davidson, if they think that their vision for the future is only electric, then what about ignoring the current trends right now that EV vehicles are not really welcomed, and people are starting to find, or companies and new innovation is trying to find different ways to, to power engines. So different types of engines, different type of fuels, ethanol and synthetic fuels as well. I've talked about in previous live shows as well. There's a big movement now to actually have a challenge to EV. So if Harley Davidson Jochen Seitz is basically saying to you and I, no, the future is only electric, then isn't that kind of ignoring what other technology is out there and ignoring what, now you could argue this. You could argue this that, well, the long term, it is only going to be electric. But it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be. It means that the whole narrative, the whole pressure of the world has been to say, hey, let's go electric. You've got to go electric. You've got to go green. You've got to save the world, save the planet. Well, you know, we know that the electric vehicle market is not as green as everybody like to think. The production, for a start, the battery production, for a start, you still got to produce energy to charge the things up as well. So the infrastructure isn't there. Then you got the carbon effect or the environmental effect to improve the infrastructure. It's massive. It's a massive effect. So to think that your company, your direction of the company is only going towards EV, when actually what you really should be saying is, yes, we are pushing forward as EV, but we also should be pushing forward with exploring alternative fuels or alternative engines, you know, that kind of thing, so that we can secure the viability of a future Harley Davidson. For me, that's how he should be approaching this. I think this is a bit wrong. I think he's jumped on the bandwagon of the whole, you know, EV world, EV concept, and say, oh yeah, this is what we're doing. I know they got a vested interest because they got the Livewire company, and I know they want to. As I said before, they're taking technology from the EV bikes and they're bringing them over onto the internal combustion engine bikes. We already know that's starting to happen, and that's why there's a story a few weeks ago, not sure I brought out as well, that many of the bikes that they were looking at for 2023 into 2024 into substantial electronics and software upgrades. So who knows if that's going to be the case. But I thought that was very interesting that the CEO of Harley Davidson is looking at the future. He's looking for the electric vehicles. That's what he's looking at. They think that's where their whole progress or their whole future is. However, what I've been saying this last year, I'm saying EV is not the only game in town. There are other forces at work, let's say, that are producing other engines, other types of engines that can run on synthetic fuel. There'll be other types of engines that would be hybrid. There'll be other. This is for motorcycles, not cars. We're talking motorcycles now, right? And there'll be other types of engines, as I brought up the story yesterday, that are running on pure ethanol. They're pure ethanol. So all it takes is the production to scale up the production of those alternative fuels to compensate or to overtake the fossil fuels, and then you've got something different. Now, you could argue, what's going to be the environmental impact in trying to generate or produce those green fuels? Well, still got to grow the plants, haven't you? You still got to grow the matter. So, you know, there's always going to be something. I would say. Let's get back into the chat here as well. Right, sorry, here we go. I'm just going to scroll back a little bit. That's the speed. Yeah, 12 likes. 12 likes. Good. Thank you very much, guys. And so now the EU sites don't show my 22 models anymore. Completely empty in preparation. Yeah, I would imagine. Let me just have a quick check as well. I would imagine. Yeah, that's right. It's exactly the same. Let me go show you. Thanks, Andre. Let me all show you. So this is interesting because last year they screwed up. Where are we? There we go. There we go. So there's nothing there. They've completely wiped the slate. Last year, I think the year before, they screwed up with the websites. They've already screwed up with the websites this year. I think it was you, Andre, who pointed out when I released did a live show and talked about the prices that were coming out. I was surprised at how expensive the Heritage Classic was, and then all of a sudden it was something like what was it, 29,000, 30,000, and then the next day it came back down to 23,000. So they hadn't updated the website properly, and I think this is. At least they're on the case here. At least they're on the case. They're wiping everything off in preparation for the big launch. Hey, let's just see what happens. Right, let me just get back to that. Let me read some more of your messages here, your comments. In preparation for now, 2023 models, model year 23 models. US site not visible without VPN unless you had the page opened for one day. Okay, I wouldn't know. I usually can see. Are you just saying that it's not available now? But usually you can. Usually you can see the sites over there. 44 in the stream. Let's get 20 likes. Let's get 1,000. Let's get 1,000,000. That's it. What are your thoughts on the Rebel versus Nightster? I did a show about this, or live show about this a while ago, actually. Rebel, very capable. I think it's going to be a serious contender for the Cruiser of the Year. Cruiser of the Year, I would say, because you've got to look at lots of different factors. Yes, you could say styling. It depends. That's always subjective. Depends whether you like it or not. But you've got to look at performance. You've got to look at all-round capability. You've got to look at price. And when you compare Rebel versus Nightster in the Sportster S, it came out on top. They actually did a three-way shootout between the Rebel, Nightster, and the Scout, Indian Scout, I believe it was, and it came out on top. And it was unsurprising to me. It was undersurprising to me. I think so. I think you get more bang for your buck with the Rebel as well. But look, let's just see what they come out with the Nightster S. Let's see what the price point is on that, and then make up your own mind. Only yes, not rest of the world, not rest of the world visible. Okay. I just tuned in. Did I miss anything? Not yet. You haven't, Daryl. Not yet. So it all kicks off at 4 p.m. UK time, or 10 a.m. Central time in the US, and wherever you are else in the world, I apologize. I can't do the mental arithmetic right now, so you're gonna have to work out what it is. But around Europe, it's going to be about 4-5 p.m. Obviously South Africa, that's going to be 4-5 p.m. And then what's that? Over that way towards Australia and the Far East, it's going to be around about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So there we go. Right. Yes, my Model 22 after 1 day open, not available on the site. Refresh. Okay, maybe you can still sneak a peek by searching for the models. You can still see the. Oh, okay, right. So right. Okay. So 5 p.m. in the Netherlands. Federico, hello. How are you? You still think that Bronx is coming? You don't think it's coming, do you? You don't think it's coming, Federico? I'm not so sure either. I'm not so sure. As I said in the other day, I don't want to sit my neck out here, but I've got a feeling that the if they bring out the Bronx, it will be in a different design, as it were. Different design. 5 o'clock, 1700, Deutschland, Scoot. Yes, hello. 11 a.m. On the East Coast. Yeah, roughly 20 minutes left, are we? Yes, we are. 20 minutes left. I just traded my, Daryl, I just traded my 19 Sport Glide. No. That's what I got. I got 2019 Sport Glide for a brand new 2022 Lowrider S. Eagerly awaiting this announcement to see if I regret my decision. Well, I don't think you'll regret your decision. I think you'll regret your decision for getting rid of the Sport Glide. Oh, yes. No, but Lowrider S, great bike. 19 likes, Cyborg. It's got to go up. It's got to go up, hasn't it? It's got to keep on going up. I'm doing my best here. And maybe you guys can help me as well. I'm doing my best. But listen, you can support the channel, all that kind of stuff, with the socials. If you do all that sort of social media stuff, I say I've got all the accounts, but I've got to say I post stuff on there, but I don't really go searching on there. I just post stuff, or the website automatically posts content on there, and it's usually the videos and things like that. But I say I don't do that myself, as it were. Right, let's have a look. Camilo Bustamante Haba, what a great name. 1700, also in Spain. Cyborg, 1739, South Africa. That's the time, yeah. Nuno Barros. Hello. I just purchased the 2022 Road Glide CVO in blue steel. Wondering if I should just have waited for the 2023 CVO lineup with potentially a 131. What's your thoughts? Love the channel. Thank you, Nuno. I think you should be very happy with what you have bought. That's it. I think just be very happy with what you have bought and just enjoy it for what it is, and enjoy riding it, enjoy loving it, you know, whatever. Because I think if you're always wondering what the next bike is, you're always going to wonder, aren't you? You're always going to be thinking, nah, should I get... And I don't believe this hype in the whole bigger engine and everything like that. You know, I think the 131 is yes, it's great, but you know, you could always upstage the CVO that you've got if you wanted to, and just, you know, and you don't need that, you know, you don't need it. So I would say just enjoy with what you want. There we go. Right, so I wonder if I'm gonna have to refresh this page here, or will it automatically? I remember, was it the last year or the year before, there was a bit of a problem with me getting the feed, and I think I had to keep on refreshing the site in order to do that. Let me just bring this over here, see what's happened. See if I just refresh it and see what happens there. Let's have a look. No, still no. Good. Well, at least they've still got parts. Yeah, they're still selling all the gear. Yeah, nothing. No, nothing. Right, there we go. Still streaming live at 4 p.m. Well, it's 10 a.m. I should say for US time. Ah, dear. Lots coming up. I wish I could work out why you're getting double the comments here in the chat. I don't know. I wish I could. The problem is, I think now because I've started the stream, the live show, I can't change the settings on it. I wish I could, but there we go. Here Frank Candeloro 44. Where are you from, Frank? Where are you from? New York? Where are you from? Let us know. The 107 in my Sport Glide goes strong. Don't know what it would be like with a 131 or a 124 motor. I think the 107, that's what I've got in my bike, is absolutely fine. No problem with it whatsoever. I think it's a great engine. I love it. I prefer it to the 114. But look, they are, you know, the bigger the engine you go, obviously you're going to have more power. It's as simple as that, you know. But there we go. If you smile when you climb on your bike, you know you got the correct one. Exactly right. I completely agree. Daryl, double the comments, double the fun. Double the comments, double the fun. Eastern Shore of Maryland, USA. I had a feeling, Frank, you were from that part of the world. I had a feeling. I don't know why. I just had a feeling. I could feel it in my water, as they say over here. I could feel it in my water. But you're most welcome. You're most welcome to join the show. Well, where are we at, guys? Where are we at? We are at another 16 minutes to go. Cool. I could barely wait. Now, let us know what you want to do. Do you want me just to shut up and you can watch it? Or do you want me to... I'll tell you what, no, I will shut up because I want to hear it as well. I will shut up. I will just let it play, do its own thing, and then we'll have a right to, we will critically analyse what has been said, you know, during it. But what am I expecting? CEO Jochen Zeitz to come out in the front and centre, and that's it. I think we're going to go to the different departments again, and they're going to talk about different bikes. Okay, that's fine, fair enough. And they're going to showcase what they do. But it's all going to be history, 120th anniversary. Let's just go how great we are. Or will they surprise you and I and do something completely different? I've been saying for the last 2 or 3 years since they've been doing this, right? Do something different. For Christ's sake, just do something different on these live shows, these live reveals. Don't do the same old stuff, okay? Because your traditional Harley Davidson fan, right, is changing. They are changing, Okay, all over the world. This is not just the United States, which they are changing. You're still getting hardcore fans, there's no doubt, but they are changing, and you're getting younger people in who want to see something different and also want to see a different approach as well. So I'm very much like that. Let's just see what they do. Let's get back into these something else. Yeah, wherever you're from, let us know where you're from. Nuno Bados, all the way from South Africa. Hello, you're welcome. Lars Eriksson, all the way from Sweden. Hello, how are you? Yes, Cyborg, you're from there as well. Hey, maybe you guys know each other. No, maybe you don't. I always remember when I used to live in the States, people would always ask me, and it's the same old thing. They used to ask me, "Oh, do you know the Queen?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I know the Queen. Yeah, we have dinner every other week." It's ridiculous, isn't it? Clive Perkins, hello, a long time no see. Long live the Breakout. I brought a new Breakout in 2021. Due to the inflation, it's already worth more than I paid for it. Well, I mean, the story is that the Breakout is getting a 117 engine. I just think it's a weird choice for a bike to get a 117 engine in the cruiser lineup. I think they should have had, why not bring the 117 out as an option for all the bikes, or all 3 or 4 bikes? Just one bike? I'm not sure. Soldier Hell, definitely think I made a good decision putting a deposit on the Rebel. It's a 2022 Bordeaux Red manual, only one I can find without the DCT. Yeah, I'm not sure about the DCT. I'm not too. And the DCT, which is the automatic transmission, right? I'm not so sure. I rode a DCT many years ago when they first introduced it, and I was like, yep, no. And the problem with the DCT, as you might have seen quite a few people, especially talking with Gold Wings and things like that with the DCT, it's the slow speed riding and turning with slow speed. There's a few gremlins with it. There's a few issues with it, but there we go. Right. Cyborg 8, it's 24. Let's reach 30 likes. Come on, people. You know, as it says at the bottom there, should say at the bottom there. There we go. Subscribe and like. Add your super chats. Support the channel. All that kind of good stuff. There we go. Bobby Walters, Texas. Hello, Texas. And Glen Vista. Oh, you're in South Africa. Kyla, Switzerland. Hello. Thank you. Ciao. Ciao. Santo Arico. Ciao. Hello, how are you? You got a Sport Glide, 2019 Sport Glide. So do I. Knew the Queen. Knew the Queen. I know you did. Yeah. North Riding. Okay. God Save the King now, of course. Charlie. Yeah, I've never had a problem with Charles, I've got to say. Never had a problem. I know there's lots of shenanigans going on now with Prince Harry and stuff, but I've got to say, I've never been a royalist, but I've never been anti-royal either. But I've got a lot of time for them. And I just think it's wrong that you bring out all this stuff in public. I maybe I'm old school. Maybe it's just the way I do it. It's just how, if you've got problems, sort them out within your family. Don't go out into the wider world and just to sell books or to do a deal with Netflix. No, not for me. But there we go. Hey, listen, I've gone off topic there, but let's see what the time is here. It is 15:49. Another 11 minutes. Oh, are we waiting? What are you doing? Are you breakfasting? Are you having your breakfast with this? Are you somewhere else for the night? You got a few beers on the go? What is it? For me, it's afternoon coffee, but wherever you are. How are you feeling today? You getting better? I am. I do still sound a little bit, so if I do the odd sniff, and if I do cough a bit like now, but I am getting a little bit better. The other day when I came on, I felt rough as arseholes, as we say over here. But anyway, there we go. What's that? Arnoli. I don't know how you pronounce that. Sorry. I just put a deposit down on a 23 Lowrider S. with ABS. Hopefully it was the right choice after this stream. Well, 23 Lowrider S isn't going to change, is it? Because you've got a 23 Lowrider S, so that's not going to change. It's whether they bring out another bike that might have attracted you. But look, 23 Lowrider S is a great bike. 117 engine, lots and lots of power, lots and lots of fun. You know, what's there not to like about it? Do you know what I mean? So, there we go. Soldier in Hell, working from home. Hello, yeah. That's right. Well, I'm on a day off today, so that's fine. That's good. Right, 11 a.m. getting ready for bed. Work night shift. Well, yeah. Yeah, I understand. I used to work the nights. Only recently gave up the night shifts myself. Scoot, drinking coffee, actually. Drinking coffee, not tea, drinking coffee. Right, okay, so what we got? Another 9 minutes. Not too long ago. I'll tell you what. Let's just see where we're at here. I'm just going to try and dig up a few things. So look, I wonder what they're going to lead off with. What's the lead story? Is it going to be the anniversary bikes? And they're going to say, you know, come in, clouds, you know, smoke, lights. He comes out, Jochen Zeitz comes out in front of the camera. And he said, this is the 120th year, this is our history, blah, blah, blah. Waste 10 minutes of old footage, come back on, these are our anniversary bikes. I think that's the way they're going to do it. They're going to launch with the anniversary bikes. They're going to say, you know, we're going to have 2 or 3 cruisers. We're going to have, I think we already know that there's going to be 3 Tourers with the anniversary status on it, as it were. So, you know, we'll see. Yeah, but there we go. Camilo Bustamante, well, Alf, see you. Enjoy the day. SC Biker 1958, greetings from South Carolina. Beautiful part of the world. What other motor vlogs do you follow? I only follow myself. I don't know. Whoever. There's loads of bikes out there, vlogs aren't there. Anyway, montage video with lame music, possibly. Maybe I attract this similar kind of people who have a similar kind of impression. Or maybe this is just the general opinion out there of these launch shows. It's just like, look, would you just do away with all that stuff? I will say to Harley Davidson, I'll give you a minute. I'll give you 1 minute, 60 seconds where you can do all that. Almost like, I tell you what it's going to be almost like. What I would give them, you know, if you've ever watched a Marvel film right at the start, and they do that cascading or spinning images of lots of different characters that just go, it goes, that kind of thing. That's what I think they should do with their history. You know, it just goes, say, like, bang, over, done. Right, let's start the show. You know, that's kind of thing. There we go. Grant, Road King special with USB hookup for just 120th anniversary in that great yellow. So I believe that one of the anniversary models is going to be a Road King derivative. Don't know what, but I think it is. I think it is. But you know, there we go. Right. Just trying to hear. Nuno, what CVO models are you predicting to feature in the lineup? Ooh, predictions. I'd say, well, Street Glide, Road Glide, and a trike. I don't think there's going to be much change from that. I'd be very surprised if they do it. There was some talk of a cheeky, anniversary CVO. Apparently, there was going to be one of those as well. It could be the problem with information that I get, or problem with stories, or problems with opinions, is that sometimes they all get confused. They get confused, you know, and that's the problem. You try and bring out some news, some worthwhile news, and you're never quite sure if it's right. Even if the story is corroborated, you're never quite sure. What's the time here? 9:55. There we go. Yeah, Grant BCM. Yeah, my Rokin Special has had a USB. Oh, of course. Yeah, you're talking. Well, where is the USB on the Taurus then? I always thought it was under the steering head stock. But there we go. Hey, I'm the revelator always, not just today. Well, I try my best. I try to bring you information now that I can show evidence for. I was heavily criticised in the past, and I said, look, hands up. I was bringing information that I forgot. I just didn't think to show, where I was getting this from. I will never show on a live show or on a video like a private email that I get, because I think that's just wrong. But if it's public information or an information that's come from the other side of the world, then I'll bring that to you. Tony Reed, greetings from Indiana, lovely part of the world as well. I love your input and videos, thanks very much. They need a Revolution Max powered street glide with inverted front forks and ride mode to stay up with the Indian. I agree. They need something like that. They need something styled. They just do. They just need the Revolution Max in the Tourer lineup first and foremost before they go anywhere else. Then they need to have one in the cruisers. But with all those things, hey, I tell you what, I'm going to change the scene now. Here we go. Right, I'm going to change this scene, and I will turn up the volume on the. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to turn up the volume on that, so it will play through the stream as well. Let's just see what happens. If it starts playing for you, let me know. Then I'll quickly refresh mine, because it could be that there's a delay on something as well. I seem to recall a couple of years ago they were late coming on as well, so that created a whole load of problems as well. But let us know. Look, do you know what I'm really interested to hear? And I've said this as well. I'm not so concerned about the CVOs and not a breakout and all that sort of stuff. I'm certainly not concerned about the 975 Pan America. Interested, yes, but I'm not overly not overly concerned. What I'm really interested to see, and I'm going to be surprised if it actually happens, if they do announce these small CC bikes. And, the scope of it, not just this one bike, the future of, 350 cc's, the hookup with Hero, Motorcorp from India, all this kind of stuff. That's what I'm going to be really interested to see if they announce it, and also, if they're going to be bold enough to announce, look, say, we've got another 5 bikes coming out this year, watch this space type thing. We've got a load. I think I'm asking too much, because you got all the anniversary bikes, you got all the, you got the 3 or 4 bikes that we kind of know that is coming out anyway. So I'll be very interested. Be very interested to see what is happening. But there we go. Look, it's any minute now, isn't it? Any minute now. 1 minute, people. 104. Smash that like button. There we go. Yes, keep on watching. Keep on watching, guys. Right. So, it is there. Let me just refresh it on my end. You never know. It could be starting. It was always a bit funny, I thought, when they said sign up for this, as they do, but they don't give you a lot of information as exactly how it's going to be delivered. It's just like, they don't say go to the website and on the home page we will be playing a video. It doesn't say that. They never say that. They just say, you're left wondering, well, where is it? Where is it? If it does start playing, let us know. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here we go. What's happening? Come on. Ah! Why is this happening? Right, let me take this off here. Hold on. No sound here. Sorry. Let's see what's happening here. Do you know what? I think you're right. Let's go straight to YouTube. I did have it there waiting as well. Come on, you bugger. We had exactly the same this problem last. Ah! Come on, you bugger. Ah, dear. Right, I might have to watch this a little bit later on. Here we go. Let's do this. Right. Yeah, typical, guys. For some reason, I'm not getting this at all. There we go. Yeah, I know it has. I know it has. Just on my feed here, it's just for some reason, it's completely screwed. Don't know why. Very odd. Tell you what, let me just do it from here.
Art, and I love riding.
Right. Okay, I've actually got it through another browser. It was the browser that was playing up, guys. Right.
I was born with gasoline in my veins.
A new motorcycle world land speed record. Flat track, drag strip. I think we're in for a hell of a race.
They were the first women to cross the country on a motorcycle.
Jesus Christ.
I was born with gasoline in my veins.
A new motorcycle world land speed record. Flat track, drag strip.
They were the first women to cross the country on a motorcycle.
For turn one, handlebars grazing the concrete wall.
Victory at Road America!
It's just fuel to the fire.
Right, okay.
Over the last 120 years, millions of people from around the world have shared the experience of riding a Harley Davidson. They've gone flat out on board tracks and battled in world wars. They've ridden through the Black Hills and onto the silver screen. And in the spirit of freedom, they've traveled across the great wide open and adventured to the most remote corners of the earth. And if you ask any one of them to explain the feeling of riding a Harley, they'll do their best to express it in words. And, of course, they will fall short. But if you look closely, you'll see it in their eyes.
Right, I'm just watching it here, guys, so carry on.
Sound. These machines from throughout our history do much more than take you places. They awaken something inside of us, something indescribable. A departure from the mundane, the stuff of memories. 120 years of speed, power, of pure emotion. 120 years of Harley Davidson. Today marks the beginning of a year-long celebration of Harley Davidson's 120th anniversary. A milestone year for the motor company.
Yeah, if you're having problems, go to watch it. Go to the YouTube channel Harley Davidson and watch it there, guys. I've had to shift Explorer to Safari now, so. Okay, good. Not too much heritage. That's good.
Wow. Sea of red.
Yeah.
Holy
is amazing.
Toledo. Look at these colors.
Beautiful.
Gentlemen. Hey, Brad.
Galen, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Lance, how you doing?
Good, good. How you doing?
Good to see you.
What
Yes.
have you got here?
This is the 120th anniversary lineup from Harley Davidson.
It looks like a 120th lineup. It's beautiful.
You're the first ones really setting eyes on them. We wanted to show them to, two passionate enthusiasts first. As you know, Harley Davidson has a real rich history celebrating our anniversaries and riding with our community to make it so rich and so special to us.
And that's a real privilege to be standing here. You guys create this awesome art, and I love riding art.
You guys want to look at some art?
Let's look at
Let's
some
look
of
at
it. I mean, what color we got going on here?
This is heirloom red. It's a special color that we created just for the anniversary. If you guys get in there and look, it's a very fine flake, which makes it feel really,
Try
really
that.
rich and really special.
I know with the anniversary bikes, there's this badge, a moniker, and you've got the badge on this one as well.
That's right. So since '54, that was the first anniversary badge. We had this really beautiful brass chunky anniversary badge on the front fender of those models. But we've integrated, of course, an eagle into this beautiful diamond pattern that came from some of our Art Deco bikes in the late 20s.
You've incorporated every color in fine detail, from the thread on the seat, which matches the pinstripes and the gold.
You're right. So we have this beautiful oxblood finish in the seat with contrast stitching. Consoles have the gold-plated Harley-Davidson logo and the serialization of each model. And then the whole thing ties together to some of the powertrain details.
The tradition is captured in this
Yeah.
new vibe.
So which one would you guys take home?
We might have to fight over this one.
Although,
Well, we'll make more
I'm
than
going
one.
to hold that comment until we see the CVO. I might want to take that one home.
So here it is.
Beautiful.
Yep. 120th anniversary Road Glide Limited. 1,500 are made. There are all kinds of Easter eggs in this motorcycle, as you can see.
Look at the eagle in it.
Love seeing the wings back here on the saddlebag.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just flow from.
Yeah, it looks black, but you guys see that there's some red in that black, right? So this is called anniversary black. It looks black, but when you get it outside, there's a really deep red highlight that will be caught in all the features of the body panels and so on.
Definitely like to look at the beauty, the components, the paint, and everything. But one of the real important things for me, that's a given. If my hat fits,
There you go.
I'm on it, I'm gone.
So we talked about the exclusivity of this model, but just keep in mind that there are more CVOs also coming this year.
Awesome, that's great to hear.
We also celebrate the anniversary throughout our product line, and that includes apparel as well. So,
Can't wait to see it.
Well, thanks for having us.
Van Galen, thank you so much for coming to Milwaukee. Lance, see you guys out on the road.
Yeah,
Yes, you
nice
will.
lineup. Nice lineup with your 120th anniversary. I like the colour actually. I do like the colour.
I love this.
So Becky found one of my favorite pieces from the anniversary collection.
This is one of your favorites?
That's one of my favorites. We wanted to ensure that what we're creating really complements the motorcycle. We were inspired by the color scheme of the motorcycle, really celebrating this beautiful red color, referencing the logo, which is a really beautiful speed bird. And we put that into really iconic Harley Davidson apparel products, our leather jackets, our bomber jackets.
The little pieces of vintage that I'm seeing right here.
That hardware is from the original Cycle Queen.
There's not that many options out there where it's a product that you feel comfortable in and also feel safe in. I'm starting to see these ones that have this shape where I'm like, this is for a girl, like, yes! Like, finally, you know? So this makes me excited. I like this jacket a lot. I just
Okay.
want this in my closet. Oh, it's comfortable, feels long and roomy. Damn, I feel rich.
We also took the iconic logo.
Not picking it off.
You can keep it up. This is like a really pretty white. We took our 3/4 shell and did a riff on the wings of the Speedbird.
Okay.
And incorporated it into the logo. We also made iconic items like we have
Oh, cool.
for her, like moto-inspired mechanic shirts.
Love
We do the
that.
same for him. You know, these kind of pieces we know our fans really love.
Yeah.
This leather jacket is really special. It's using the soft leather. We've got the knit trim, Speedbird logo.
Yeah. Every piece has one of these hardware on it.
Every piece has this special branded hardware celebrating 120 years.
Cool, on the zipper too.
Makes it really collectible. Becky, it's been my pleasure to get to take you through the 120th anniversary collection and celebrate riders like yourself and your journey with the brand.
I just love watching what Harley does next, so this is awesome.
Yeah, so I'm just having a quick look at the bikes here, guys. Breakout 117 is confirmed. Nightster and Nightster S is confirmed. No changes in the Tourers or the Adventure Touring. Freewheeler is in the trikes.
Harley Davidson has actually been in the trike game for a long time. They're well ingrained in motorcycle culture today.
I remember as a kid, I watched my grandfather and my Uncle Al put a trike together, and I believe it was from like the 40s or the 50s, but it was like a postman trike that they used to deliver mail on. And they customized it, and it had white paint job with a black pinstripe, 21-inch spoke wheel on the front, Dayton's on the back. Looking at trikes today, man, they came a long way.
What do you think?
Ready to roll.
We've been making the freewheeler for a few years, but this is the first time we've applied the dark custom trim treatment.
Freewheeler looks nice.
Let's take a look at the Road Glide 3. Road Glide is a legendary part of the motorcycle history here at Harley Davidson.
Yeah,
but,
it's, that
we've
Road Glide
never
is
seen it
not.
before on three
Road Glide's
wheels.
trike is not available in the UK or Europe, I don't believe.
Some were looking for
Yeah,
the
you're right,
music
Andre. Yeah,
bearing
I think it's only in the USA.
historical look of the Road Glide, and bringing that to trike was the goal of this bike. So you got a chance to ride this the other day.
It felt amazing just to feel the power that it has. I even think I popped a little wheelie.
I can't wait to see how people customize them.
I'm gonna just use this as my canvas.
Okay, okay. You would imagine a CVO is going to get into that as well. Yeah, Nightster special.
The first time I rode Nightster, I was just blown away by lifting it off the side stand, how different it felt from any other Harley Davidson I've ever been on.
One thing about Nightster that's so exciting is, of course, the heart of the motorcycle, which is the new Rev Max 975 powertrain. The thing just wants to climb high into the RPM range, and it's really intoxicating when you ride it.
I know just riding Nightster, after third gear you expect a little bit less, but there's more.
It's exciting when you're commuting or if you just want to hit that back road on the way home. It really begs you to test where that next line is and how fast you can go around that familiar corner. As you can see here with the Nightster, we've actually started to simplify the bike and to really celebrate that iconic Sportster silhouette.
I'm loving how stripped down Nightster is.
So for the Nightster Special, we've added the 5-inch riser, which integrates the 4-inch TFT display right into the top clamp, as well as the passenger pillion with the passenger foot pegs, as well as the new split 7-spoke wheels. I spent a lot of time wanting to give the Special a big visual impact. When you walk around it or you see it on the road, there's a lot of drama at the section of the spokes.
It looks fantastic.
Sportster is here to stay, and I'm just so proud that I had a role in that.
Yeah, looks quite good actually, that Nightster S. And the Nightster there, as they've shown it, looks quite nice. Here we go. Breakout 117. Yeah, and this is available in Europe as well.
I think if you gave the average person a pencil and a piece of paper and asked them to draw a motorcycle, they're probably going to draw you a Breakout.
No, I don't think so, pal.
It's the quintessential Harley Davidson silhouette. Long, raked out, that chopper look. It's low slung to the ground. So we first saw Breakout in 2013. We've now completely reinvented the model, and it's better than ever. We used to have a 3.5-gallon tank. We've moved to a 5-gallon tank. We've put in the 117 powertrain. This gives you 101 horsepower, 123 foot-pounds of torque. So we have this 240 millimeter rear tire, and then we have this larger front wheel. We have these 26-spoke roulette wheels.
Yeah.
Now, both standing still or moving down the road, these wheels look absolutely magnificent, and they really set off the bike.
It does look good, I gotta say.
Breakout fans are huge chrome fans, so again, it was really important to us that this bike was just covered in chrome.
Yeah.
That orange has these wonderful finishes, beautiful, deep, rich paintwork.
Let's have a look here.
The Softail chassis gives an amazing performance with the suspension, so it's much more comfortable. You have traction control and ABS. You have cruise control available. So you have all of the modern conveniences that you want as a rider in 2023 without having to compromise on that classic style that we know our riders love so much.
Yeah,
I would say Breakout is loud in all of the good ways.
Yeah, it
will
comes in
attract all
vivid
of the
black,
kind of
it
attention.
comes in
When you
black
bring a bike like
denim,
this into a fuel
Baja
station or
orange,
to a
and
cafe,
Atlas silver
you're gonna
metallic.
have a crowd around you.
This 117. Well, accessories. Ugh.
Jake, welcome. How's Prism Supply?
Good. Staying busy, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, and certainly in your business, how important customization is. Every client has a different vision of what the ultimate Harley Davidson is.
We'll
Some
see.
people want performance, they want greater function, and some people want style, and they want something that's custom. So super stoked because this year we're unveiling packages. It allows us to offer a suite of parts that are specifically tailored to a specific motorcycle. Take the Pan America, for instance. It's an incredible motorcycle right out of the box. Since then, we've continued to refine it while developing new accessories.
No news on the 975 Pan America yet, is there?
That is the
We'll see.
ultimate Trekker package. So it's
No Road
basically
King
a
either,
kit that
yeah.
allows the Pan America to be transformed into this ultimate
Those,
adventure bike.
yeah, Lars, I agree. The colour
like
on
these,
the
like,
anniversary
I see
bikes is
badge,
nice. Very nice. I do
some
like it.
accessory lights here.
That's right.
I quite like the badge emblem
Quick
as well.
shifter also installed, but it allows
Yeah,
you to
I quite
shift
like that.
without the clutch, which I think a lot of adventure riders are going to love that, right?
That's right. Yeah.
This is actually a Street Glide special.
The first time I rode one of these bikes, it absolutely spoiled me. And it was almost like, I got to get off of this because it's too.
Did I see the Street Glide special there, still with bulb indicators?
This has
Please
the
tell me
entire
they've gone to LED
It's sort of a subtle
indicators.
upgrade, but it really
That would be a
matches the
joke if they haven't.
personality of the motorcycle. You have a passenger peg, a rider peg, motor inserts, derby
So
cover.
look here, what we got.
Thing feels like very rigid.
The same engineering team that executes the motorcycle actually creates the parts too. You can amp it up. And
It could be
kinda turn it up to
Andre, yeah.
11
It
and
could
do
be the
something
Highway
like this
King,
Road Glide.
the Road King. That, you know, that's
We threw the whole parts and accessory book at this one. It's a
that
really
one that
tasteful
was
design, but
highly
it's
touted.
obviously
That
fully
could be
customized
like an
to Harley
icon bike
Davidson.
coming later on.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Or
locker
unless they
custom
decide to,
body. So this sound system
you know, mention
will
it
blow
right at
you
the
out
end
of the
here.
saddle. I mean, it's crazy. Again, we've kind of put every feature on this particular motorcycle, from the wheels to the rotors to the full chrome front end, handlebar, rider triangle, seat. Yep, heated and cooled.
Yeah, they're going to be drip feeding bikes throughout the
You can
year.
take it as
There's
far
no
as you wanna
doubt
take
here.
it. We can create your vision.
It's always inspirational for me to be here and to see these things. So thanks a lot, man.
You bet.
So we've got the anniversary bikes, we've got the Nightster S, and we've got the Breakout 117. These are only the new bikes so far. Is that right? That's right, isn't it? Yeah.
I often say, you don't know until you know. And anyone who's ridden a Harley Davidson will understand what I mean. And now, after 120 years, it's time to celebrate with us at the Harley Davidson Anniversary Homecoming event. Milwaukee will shake, with riders rolling in from all over the world as we come together as one Harley Davidson community. Not
Okay.
to mention some very special guests and rock stars putting on a show you won't want to miss.
Huh, good to see Foo Fighters there. Oh, Green Day, one of my favourite bands of all
Everyone
time.
is invited. So join us July 13 through 16 in Milwaukee. Ride in, bus in, just make sure we see you there. So that's all we have for you today, but there's plenty more to come throughout this special anniversary year. There's Sturgis, Daytona, Budapest. We might even roll out another new bike or two. Our 120th year is going to be our biggest one yet. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. What do we think of that? Sorry about the delay. Sorry about the hiccup there, guys. But what do we think of that? Oh, I've got to... I'm really, really disappointed. Really disappointed with that. Really disappointed the way it was playing out for me. I do apologise for that. I don't know what the hell was happening. This happened last year and the year before. That the Google Chrome that I was on, it just wouldn't play it. Then I quickly went to another Explorer, Internet Explorer type thing, and it seemed to work. I'm a bit disappointed there. I think the anniversary bikes look really nice. The colour, I like the emblems. I think they look really good. But we didn't really talk too much about the CVOs, did we? We didn't really have much there. And he said there's more CVOs coming, so but they didn't have anything there. Let's just quickly look on the website here, see if they've got anything there on the collections. CVOs. There is. Okay, so we got. Yeah, no, it's just got the CVO Road Glide Limited right now. Oh crikey! Have a look at this one, guys. Have a look at this one. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me just quickly. Let me just bring this up for you. Where are we? Here we go. That's it. £50,395. One colour. The CVO Road Glide. Sorry, the CVO Road Glide Limited. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, it's I thought there would be more. I thought there'd be more. I thought there'd be more to... Yeah, the Nightster S, yeah, the Nightster. Okay, a few design changes, but nothing really fundamentally changed. Breakout 117. I'm not sure I agree with everything that the chap was saying there about, you know, when you think about Harley Davidson, you're going to draw one, you're going to draw a breakout. I don't think so. You know, I think there's so many different ways, isn't there? So I'm not 100% sure. I can see what he was saying. I don't want to pick holes in it too much. You know, but he only mentioned the orange, was as if to say that is the only colour. Well, so no, there's 4 colours: vivid black, there's denim black, Baja orange, and Atlas silver metallic, or whatever it was. So you know, there's 4 colours there already. So you know, I'm a little bit disappointed there. Let me just have a quick look at the bikes here. The Cruise at the Breakout 117. How much is that? That is, we've gotten all slow here for some reason. That is 24,195. If you add the other colours, that's 24,500. Let's say 24,500. 117 engine, granted, but yeah, I'm not. I say, let me just quickly show that with you. I'm not really sure that's. Well, that's what I would. That's what I would have gone for myself. I know the Breakout's got a huge following. I know that. This is the black denim, nice, and the vivid black. I think the black denim's quite nice. And then the Atlas silver metallic. Yeah, that all looks quite nice as well. And as I say, right at the very start, we got the Nightster and then the Nightster Special. I think the colour on the Nightster Special is nice. Where are we? There we go. It's a black denim. That's the one that was featured in the video. We got the vivid black. It's the bright billiard blue. Yeah, that's a nice colour. And then the industrial yellow. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about that. But this starts at £15,395, and you're adding £375 for different. So £15,500, dollars, shekels, or whatever you are. You know, it's a lot. So. I don't know. Let us know your thoughts here. Let us know your thoughts on these, on the whole thing, on the reveal. What did you think? What do you think it was? Look, I was pleased that they didn't have too much, and I was kind of right, wasn't I, that they were going to lead with the anniversary bikes. So from that point of view, it wasn't too much of a heavy thing on the old Heritage. They kind of said, look, we've had all this, but this is where we are now, and this is what I'd hoped they'd do. They just get to it. But when it actually came to the bikes, I just thought, well, they didn't really showcase off the 120th anniversary bikes that much. It wasn't, you know, kind of they went through it. The 2 guys that were there with him, you know, okay, fine, you know, but they weren't really giving you a lot of, you know, real profile. Look, this is that bike. This is that bike. This is that. It wasn't really much. It's only when they went to the CVO right at the end that they had a little bit more, you know, information on it. I thought it was just a little bit, you know, yeah, Motorcycle Addict, disappointment. Yeah, I say it's a disappointment. You know, I think on the 120th anniversary bikes, I like the colour. I like some of the design features. I like the badge. I like, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I think, as the guy was saying, that, you know, that black colour on the CVO, you know, it's actually like a deep red. And then when you ride, I think that's going to be a great look. I really do think it would be a great look. I'm just not sure whether it was a great reveal. Where about this Pan America 975? What about the 350cc? The whole world knows about Harley Davidson tying up with the QJ Motor, the 350cc. The whole world knows that Harley Davidson have signed up with Hero Motorcorp. You know, this Road King for Wild River, the Highway King, where is that? Where's any mention of that? What about you know, another bike in the sport range? You know, with a 975 1250 Revolution Max engine. What about having one of those bikes in the Taurus or in there? No mention of changing in the Taurus. No mention of any updates. No mention of any engine sizes. Did I miss the CVOs? Where were they? You know, so I really disappointed. You know, I'm not disappointed in the way that they delivered it, because I thought they got to it quite quickly, and I quite like that. I couldn't bear to go through reels and reels, hours and hours of old footage, and you know, and just tell us all how great, you know, their lifestyle and freedom story is. So that was great, but Morris, I love this. They've had 120 years to prep for this. Oh dear. Oh dear, I love you guys when you come out with pearls like that. Brilliant. Yeah, I agree. At least Jason Momoa was nowhere to be seen. Absolutely right. No, and Rogue Rider Limited only as CVO and only an anniversary colour, unless later this year. What you can only imagine that they're going to come out with something bigger with the CVOs. And when are they going to announce these, or when is it going to come up on the website? You know, because there's still nothing on the website here for the CVOs. Icons. Have I missed something on the icons here? Let's have a look. Just having a quick look here. No, icons still. Just Electric Guide Revival and the El Diablo. That's it, nothing there. Yeah, disappointing, guys. Yeah, old man Vatner, yeah, it's less fluff and more new bikes. Well, I think they had less fluff this time from previous years, but I agree, even less fluff, but more time spent on the bikes. I think this is this was an opportunity. As I keep on saying, I don't know why people ignore me. I don't know why people can ignore me. This is their opportunity to showcase what they have. And it's very much muted, very much downplayed. Oh, this is our colour, you know, we're all this and this. And I just think, well, come on, guys. Let's ramp it up a little bit. You know, I personally, I would say the backdrop would be this row of bikes, right, anniversary bikes, and I would say, right, and I'd be like, okay, first you'd be like the game show host, you'd be like, first, hey, we're bringing on, you know, I totally forgot what the anniversary bikes were already. Let us know what the anniversary bikes were. I've completely forgot what were the anniversary bikes. They were the was there a Heritage in there? A Street Glide was in there. I think a Road Glide was in there. Let us know. I can't remember. But okay, you've got okay, let's have a look. The Grand American Touring, no. CVO Road Glide. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. So you got the CVO. Here we go. I'm gonna share this so you can see what I'm seeing as well. Here we go. Right, so the CVO Road Glide for us here in Europe. I'm looking on the UK site, but I assume that it's exactly the same. CVO Road Glide is now come up. Oh no, it's the same bike. Right? On the Grand American Tourers, but it's also got its own on the collections. It's just the CVO Road Glide. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, if this is your thing, yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, I really like the colour. I really like that cover. I love the colour where the red fades into the black and it's a deep, you know, I like that kind of thing. But, you know, yeah, I'm not so sure. But there we go. Look, I'm a bit disappointed, I've got to say. Let us know what you think about this. But look, here we go. Let me just have a look. Come March or April, they better have another launch. They are way behind the... It's almost like... You're right. It's almost like this is like the introduction. It's almost like, okay, we've got the anniversary bikes. This is our anniversary year. This anniversary bikes. Da, 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 da. Here it is. This is the way it should have been. Here is this one. Okay, let's roll on the next one. There we go. Here's the next one. Okay, let's roll on the next one. You guys who love the Street Glide, you thought we'd forgotten about you. No, we haven't. Here it is. Here's the next one. You know, that kind of thing. That's the way they should have done it. Then they should have rolled into the, you know, okay, they could have gone through. I didn't mind so much their accessories bit and also the clothing bit. I didn't mind it, but I thought it was a bit unnecessary. But it seems as if it was just filler. They were filling a gap there because they didn't really know what to talk about. Then they had the Nightster S, and I thought they were a bit, again, very muted, very downplayed. And I just thought, it's almost like a bit embarrassed. It's almost like a bit embarrassed to say this is all we've got. Oh dear, oh dear. Let me just go back. I'm sure I've missed out loads of comments, so let us know. I think HD better be making some deals, or dealerships are going to become museums. Yeah, what a disappointment. Here we go. Nights are special in Netherlands in Vivid Black, 21,000. Yeah, it's expensive over here as well. Breakout Vivid Black. Yeah, lots of prices coming on here. Love the new Eagle, Franklin. Yes, I did as well. Overall, I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, I am as well. Yeah, definitely happy I'll be getting the Rebel. yeah. Those Knights of the Sportsters are weird. The engines look different from the left and the right. They do, yes. Anniversary bikes were right at the start. I'm not impressed with what we've seen. Not much difference from the 14. Glide to the 23. Yeah. Here we go. They should be embarrassed. Tony, you're saying you should be embarrassed. My 72 is only going to go up in value. Yeah, I'm giving them to 24. There we go. Right. Let me just have a look here. I'm getting lots of messages here. What's this? 1 second. Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure here what's going on. I thought it could have been a lot more. But obviously not. I'm a bit disappointed in that whole thing. I've got to say. I'm sure. You say, Tony, you should be embarrassed. I just wonder what they think they're playing at. If they think that this is what people are after, what people want. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't come out with the bikes that I thought they were going to come out with, But there we go. I mean, who knows? It could be something that they're going to do something for later on. Yeah, you can imagine that they're going to drip feed different bikes here. They're going to drip feed different bikes and, that kind of thing as the year goes on. But when are they going to release these other bikes, or when are they going to announce them? It just seems very odd. It just seems very odd that they've done this way. And I suppose I was expecting too much. This is the thing is I think this is what's happening. I expected too much. I think all the information, all the news that I was bringing you the last month or so, I thought they were going to announce it. I hoped they were going to announce it. And that's the thing. Joseph Fuentes, hello, welcome. So, do we start the build-up for the 2024 reveal now? Do you know what? This is it. This is it now, isn't it? You think, okay, right, it's next year now. No, it's not this year. It's next year. But that's what we said last year. That's what we said the year before. Oh, no. It's this year's going to be a quiet year. This year we've got to, what's it? Consolidate. That's the word of we've got to consolidate. But next year, that's going to be the big one. We keep on saying this for the last 3 years. Oh, next year, it'll be the big one. And it's just not... Why do these live shows now? It's just not worth it. It's just not worth doing it. If this is all you're going to come out with, then just don't do it. Just stop. Just stop doing it. Because it's just a way... You're actually showing yourselves up now to be... there we go. Morris, no sardines in the sea. I'm glad you caught that. Well, there's certainly no sardines, and I doubt there'll be many seagulls, circling around the Harley Davidson trawler. That's for sure. Oh, dear. MH, was that orange road glide, the Baja orange? It looked better in the video than the Baja orange street glide I seen in the dealership the other day. Yeah, it's very, it is. It's the same colour. But I haven't actually seen it in person. I'm only going off videos and pictures, so I haven't actually seen anything up in close. Yeah. Build up was like other Apple phones. Saddlebag, I agree. Just put the bikes on the website and be done with it. Look, why have this? Why have this if this is all you're going to do? Why make it a big thing? That, we've got to wait till the January the 18th. Oh, nobody can release it. Look, why don't you just say 2023 bikes, if you want to leave it till January, just say, right, January 1st, that's it, on the website, boom, there we go. And have your little videos and your little stories there. Fine, that'll be so much better. Get people moving straight away. But no, Dutch, wow, big changes in the HD lineup, different paint, whoopee. Well, I'm disappointed. I look, Hex, absolutely disappointed again. I don't want to be the purveyor of bad news, and I don't want to be the promoter of negativity, but sometimes you just can't defend the indefensible, as it were. They would bring back the Springer. Harley is really missing the mark again. They're missing the mark on so many points, but as I said, there was so much news or so much expectation. Maybe wrongly so. Maybe it's a wrong expectation that Harley Davidson would give us, give the world something really to chew on this year. But there isn't really. Look, if we talk about the bikes, right? Well, the Breakout 117. Well, that isn't a new bike. It's just an evolution of an old bike, right? So it isn't a new bike, right? So that's not a new bike. Or am I wrong? Am I seeing this wrong? But okay, go with me. Okay, bigger fuel tank. Yeah, 117 engine. It's still the same bike to me, right? The Nightster S. Well, it's not a new bike. It's just a slightly different styling of the same bike. So there we go. Nothing new there, right? Okay, got it. So those the two new bikes that they said they were bringing out. They're not new bikes. The anniversary bikes, okay, fine, but they're nice bikes. It's paint. We expected that, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So pleasantly surprised from that point of view. Now, again, got to see it in the flesh, got to see it in the actual light, because, studio lighting, dark lighting, it's very, very clever the way they do. You can light something, and it makes it look really cool, but when you actually see it in the flesh, you're going, oh. No, no, stop that. Just stop, But, so I'm sure they will look good, but, it's the way it is. But where are the bikes? Where are the new bikes? This Pan America 975, okay, granted, you could even say that's not a new bike, but it would be, right? It would be because it's got, it should have different styling and it should have different weighting on it, and it would be a 975 engine. No mention of that whatsoever. So you might as well think, well, that could come out at any time, right? CVOs, I didn't mention any. Okay, apart from the Road Glide Limited CVO, but no, and they did mention, we got more CVOs coming. Why don't you just tell us what the CVOs are now? Just tell us what the CVOs are, and show us what these CVOs are. And I just thought they could have done. Midnight Express MC, hello there, how are you? Agree wholeheartedly with you. Thank you very much. I don't expect people to agree with me, but it's nice when people do. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to be agreed with, but I don't expect it. But this is the interesting thing, and I'm glad you said this because I'm kind of thinking on this myself, right? This is bordering on an insult. This is bordering on an insult. This is bordering on an insult for people like you, like me, like everybody else around the world, who has taken time out of their day to sit down somewhere, either on your own computer, wherever, watching somebody like me chat about it. You're sitting down to take time out of your day to watch that. And you're like going, well, what's that? What have I just watched? Nothing. There's nothing really. Anniversary bikes, which we knew. Okay, fine. As you know, whoever said it earlier on, just a couple of seconds ago, I forgot. Sorry, I'm rambling here with my thoughts. But just put it on the website. Be done with it. Besides the breakout, it should have had dieted rear end without the abomination of a 240. Some people love that. I personally don't, I think, but some people love that. See, when was the what? Not the FXR. What was the bike a few years ago that only ran for about 2 years, 3 years? I've got a brain. Partner FXRD? No, that's not right. What was it? Anyway, but that had the fat rear tire as well. But nobody liked that. When I always thought, well, actually, the breakout is kind of similar in that, but you know, people still like it. And I just think it's a weird bike to open up to masses, if you know what I mean. You know, 25 grand or £24,500, dollars, shekels, whatever it is. That's a lot of money. Tony, whoever's in charge of marketing needs replacing. Lol. You know, I would agree. But I say this all the time. I think that it's like within the corridors of Harley Davidson Power, or within big corporate structures, that they forget what it's like out there. It's forget what people want. And you know, I'm not talking about the designs that they've come out with, and I'm not talking about what the bikes that they've shown. I'm just talking about the way they present it. And you say, well, hold on, people have been wanting this for, you know, a long, long time. People are waiting in anticipation. And as a spectacle, within Harley Davidson, you've got to have marketing people. And you're saying, your marketing people are saying to you, we're happy with that. Your media people are saying to you as a CEO, yeah, we're happy with this. We're happy with the way this is going to go. Yeah, I'm not so sure. If I'm the CEO and my media people brought me that, I'd be like, you're having a laugh on it. You are joking me. This is what we're going to do our grand launch with that. Nah. But you can't blame the media team. Hold on. Because obviously they got directions to produce something with the bikes they're only allowed to show, right? So, you know, this all comes from the top. So it's not a media team issue. It's not a marketing team issue. It's the whole, everybody. Here we go. Yeah, Dutch, whatever happened to the FLHFB King of the Highway? Yeah, a Highway King. That was supposed to come out. Yeah. Yeah, you can only assume that's going to be an icon bike. You can only assume that's the icon bike. That will come out later in the year. Alex Johnson, big build-up to personally a big disappointment. Yes. Federico, I'm looking at Revelator Alpha making dinner. Do you know what I've been tasked, would you believe, to make the family dinner tonight. Yes. Apparently, my cooking skills have improved that much, or I'm allowed to cook for the family now. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be more entertaining than that video there. There we go. Look, Hex, absolutely insulting. Then to add to the insult, they want to charge you an arm and a leg for an unfinished bike. Really losing faith in Harley Davidson. The problem is that with the world as it is right now, and you know, inflation all over the place and everything like that, all they've done is just feed more and more expensive bikes and give you more expensive bikes. They haven't taken stock of what the world is right now. They haven't taken stock of what people may need right now. And this is where I said in a live show a few days ago, right, that the only way for them to survive is to really push out this 350cc, this 500cc, whilst still coming out with all the big bikes, right? They need to do something to show the world that they are a different kind of company. Hasn't happened. Really surprised. Really surprised. And, you know, I blame myself. I blame myself for expecting too much. That's what it is. I blame myself. You know, but there we go. Morris, withholding makes people look elsewhere. I think I was talking about this the other day, Morris, where I said that they're playing a very, very risky strategy by doing late reveals, by, you know, only drip feeding, you know, that kind of thing, where it kind of, people are waiting and waiting and waiting, think, oh, what's going to be for the 2023 bikes? Do you know what? I won't go and buy my Triumph. I won't go and buy my Indian. I won't go and buy my BMW. Whatever. Ducati, KTM, fill in the blank, whatever you want, right? Suzuki, whatever. I'm just going to hold off and see what Harley Davidson have got for 2023. Maybe. You never know. There could be something that might appeal to me. Then they wait all the way to January 18th. They come on to my show and they say, "Hey, let me go and watch this this pillock on the YouTube, and let's see what they come out with, right?" And then you think, well, I've just wasted 2 months when I could have been riding around on my Suzuki now. You know, my Suzuki 1000 GSXS or something. You know, the best-selling sports tourer in the UK. That's from a show the other day. I was talking about that. But look, do you know what I mean? You know, you're right. People will look elsewhere. That's it. People will look elsewhere. Disappointed in Nick Hildebridal. There we go. Thank you for watching. Disappointed in this reveal. How no Road King. No, Road King was never going to be there. Apologies, but whether it was going to come in the anniversary, somebody tell us what the anniversary lineup was. Somebody tell us, because I've already forgotten. I've already forgotten what the anniversary bikes are. Sandy Adventures. Love the new Road Glide. Sorry, love the new Road Glide trike. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. I think we determined that's only for the US market and not for anywhere else in the world. Disappointed no Bronx or 975 Pan America. Where is that 975 Pan America? They need more entry bikes. Yes. Cost is a factor to most. Yes. Yeah, I've been saying this again. Watch my channel. I talk about this all the time. Not just about Harley Davidson, but a lot of other manufacturers. We're talking, you know, I made a series of videos recently about, you know, who's going to be challenging Harley Davidson for not necessarily the big bikes, but the mid-range bikes and general cruisers, that kind of thing. I've talked about Honda, of course, and talked about, you know, other bikes. Watch out, because, as I said in previous shows, Royal Enfield, great bikes, fraction of the price, a real fraction of the price. You know, there we go. I'll just keep riding my 1200 Sports. It's cooler than you. Yeah, look, that's right. I've always said, if you want to go for a brand new bike, a brand new Harley Davidson, a brand new whatever, then go for it. That's your decision, and enjoy it, and, you know, love it for what it is, and enjoy the ride, you know, whatever. But never feel that you have to go for a brand new bike. You know, and as I said, I've been making quite a few videos recently saying, you know, the deal to have was, before these bikes were revealed, to buy an older bike, 2022, you know, or 21 or whatever like that, you know. If you really want a 2023 bike, fine, go for it, no problem. But to think that you would delay, I mean, a couple of you guys were saying right at the start of the stream, you know, oh, I'm just wondering if I should have held off a little bit because I've already put money down on another bike, and maybe I should have held off. And I think I said at the start, no, just enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy the bike for what you've got. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You don't need to wait. And I think we could all agree that nobody should ever wait if that's the kind of reveal that you're going to do. If you're only going to talk about, you know, your anniversary bikes and not really talk about them that much, and not really talk about the bikes that much, oh, I don't know. I'll tell you what, maybe I'm doing it a disservice. And let me know if I'm doing it a disservice, because I could be, because I will be watching it over again and see if, you know, there is an issue. But, you know, I'm not so sure. Real Bad 72. Real Bad 72. I got the biggest buzz from the fact that the Foo Fighters and Green Day are doing the gig at the same time event. I now have an excuse to visit America. Do you know what? I was thinking that exactly the same thing. My ears pricked up, my eyes widened up, and I thought, oh, Foo Fighters, yeah. Then suddenly Green Day, I was like, wow, hold on, get me there, because I'd like to go to that. Midnight Express MC. Harley Davidson is hereby guilty as charged. The biggest clickbait outfit in the world. Do you know what? I've not thought about that, but yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. They yeah. It's not what is on the tin, as it were. As it were. Are they going to keep the used market live with these choices? Well, that's right. That's right. FXDR. That's right. The FXDR. What was I saying? FXRD. Was I right? I think right. Yeah, so FXDR didn't have a 117 engine, it had a 114 engine, but what I'm saying in terms of lines, in terms of stance, it's very similar to the Breakout, just it was just more of a modern version, as it were. But obviously the Breakout's had the small tank, then obviously now it's got a bigger tank. HD Logic, the younger generation cannot afford 30,000-40,000, but yeah, absolutely right, of course they can't. I'm riding a Harley from 1986 and I'm very disappointed. Look, there's no problem in buying a Harley Davidson. Fantastic bikes. I own one. I love it, right? I own other bikes as well, but that's not, I like bikes, full stop. I'm not just a Harley Davidson fan. I like all bikes, right? And you know that if you watch my channel, you know that. But if you want to own a Harley Davidson, just go and buy one, an older one, and have fun with it and just enjoy it for what it is. You don't have to buy a new bike. You certainly don't have to buy a new Harley Davidson. And crikey, an older Harley Davidson is going to cost you more anyway than you would hope to buy anyway, or hope to spend anyway. Midnight Express. Nick Hildebride, sorry. What a huge disappointment, yeah. Midnight Express, you didn't expect too much, Ralph. You expected something. And for all intents and purposes, got nothing. So there it is. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There we go. You can't blame yourself for expecting Harley to finally come through and year after year and they don't deliver. Oh, absolutely more excited about the Royal Enfield Super Meteor. That's the bike who I was thinking exactly about. There's lots of press, global press right now talking about that bike. And this is all over the world, from Far East, Middle East, India, South America, all over Europe. I've seen lots and lots of press over it. And if you watch my live shows, I kind of bring up all the press links and everything like that. So, interesting. Morris Casey, Green Day will be playing some new songs. Want a novel idea? HGT note. There we go. Still media site not correct. CVO overview shows touring and trike, not the one CVO. So still some work to do for the media team. Let me have a quick show, and I'll show everybody here as well. Let me have a look. So that is the, let's just go HD media. This is the European version, right? Okay, so CVO. Right, okay, so the highlights, it's got the anniversary. You got the Breakout and the Night's Special. Okay, let's have a look. Remind me what the anniversary was. To be the Fat Boy. Hold on, is that it? Okay, so that's just they haven't really updated it properly yet. That's the unfortunate thing. So let's go new for 2023. Let's have a look. Yeah, so they've only got the Fat Boy up there. So, okay, good. Yeah, well played, Harley Davidson media. You've really done this right. And I don't want to get too heavy-handed with them because it could be they might be having technical difficulties uploading this stuff. But you would imagine that they should have had this already in place. It should have already been in place for them to do this. But there we go. So if you can remember what the anniversary bikes were, obviously the Fat Boys, Street Glide, obviously oh, here we go. Let's have a look at the actual release. Anniversary models. Here we go. The commemorative design will be offered in the following models: the ultra limited anniversary production. Production limited to 1300. Yeah, I did say that. The Tri-Glide Ultra Anniversary, 1100 models. The Street Glide Special Anniversary, 1600 models. The Road Glide Special Anniversary, 1600. The Fat Boy, 114. 3,000 models. And the Heritage Classic, I thought I saw the Heritage Classic there, 114, and that's 1700. Yeah, and obviously they go about the Breakout. The Breakout has got more cruise control, traction control, freewheeler. Model goes dark. That's it. Not a lot else. Nothing that we didn't already see. So there we go. Those are those bikes there. No, I find it really frustrating. I've got to say, I find it really frustrating. It's a little bit. It should have been more than that. It should have been more than that. It should have been more of a show. It should have been more of a spectacle. It should have been more of actually showing you the bikes there. What are you doing? What are you having this media show, this launch show, if you're not actually showing anything? You should remember this. Remember this, Harley Davidson. What are you there to do? You're there to sell products, whatever products it is, accessories, clothing, bikes. But you're there to sell bikes in this case, right? So, sell me a bike. That's it. Sell me a bike. Bring me in, draw me in. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to, just be kind of cryptic about the bloody thing. You're not supposed to be, somebody, a company that's saying, oh, well, yeah, we're going to put all the bikes in the shadows and briefly talk about them. Oh, there we go. Nuno, hello. Yeah, there we go. Very disappointing presentation. I think the folks waiting for the 131 CVO models just have to wait another year. Well, let's see what they do with these CVOs. You would have thought if they were going to put a 131 in the CVO, they would have announced it. They would have made a big play on it. But, they didn't. So, Robbie Clark just got free. What did I miss? Not a lot. Simple as that, really. Not a lot. A couple of anniversary bikes in a boring, drawn out video. Yeah, couple of anniversary bikes. You got about 5 or 6 anniversary bikes. Nice colours. Nice there, but didn't really see much. Didn't really see what's in it. The media sites hasn't really been updated. And yeah, it was just a bit of a letdown. Anniversary models: Road Glide, CVO, Road Glide Special, Street Glide Special, Heritage Classic, Ultra Limited, Tri Glide, and Fat Boy. Yes, thank you, Hilda. Yes, very good. 7 anniversary bikes. There we go. Yes. Thank you. Thanks for updating that, guys. Really appreciate that. The Americans used to be good at marketing. They invented it. Well, remember, I mean, I've said this when I lived in the United States. Great time, loved my time there, loved the people, loved. I always say this about my time in the United States. I only really started to enjoy it when I left my own history behind, if in other words. I wasn't comparing it to home. I stopped comparing it to the way, that kind of thing. And when I sort of fully embraced it, I really enjoyed, and I was really sad to go at the time. But you're right. I got there and I saw real marketing, and I saw how people were doing it, how they were talking to you, how they, sometimes it got in the way. Sometimes, you go into a shop or and then everybody, oh, hey, how you doing? Da, 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 all this, yeah, hey, you go to the supermarket and you'd have to have about a 10-minute conversation with every single person. You're like going, bloody hell, I only came in for some eggs. Do you know what I mean? I only came in for some eggs and some milk. That's all I want. But you would have thought that they would know this stuff. Come on, they've got to know this stuff. It doesn't take a 52-year-old bloke here, hiding away in his studio. But let's face it, it's a shed. It's a garden shed, right? And it doesn't take somebody like me and the likes of you guys out there to tell them that that they should be doing this better. Surely not. Surely, we can't be right, can we? We can't be right. But we are. Keep those comments coming in. Really appreciate the comments. And see what we got here. I mean, I know there's going to be people out there who love this, who thought it was really good. There's nothing wrong with it. And I get it. And because there's some nice little features there, right? It's not all bad, right? But it's not enough. It's not enough. So I don't know what people are going to be thinking this year. I don't know if people are going to be thinking like I'm thinking, or they're going to be thinking, no, this is great. The company can do no wrong. This is brilliant. I don't know. Anyway, listen, guys. It's all I can say. It's the reaction is that there's not a lot. There's not a lot there. There's not a lot to digest. There's not a lot for us to think about, really. But there we go. Just disappointed, really. As far as Americans being good at marketing, Harley's not run by Americans anymore. Is it? Well, you could argue that. Yeah. But there we go. Let me just quickly send a message here. But there we go. Sunday Adventures. The Chinese have made a copy of the Evo Sportster. I bet they will make parts of my sport in the next 50 years. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens. Morris, what do they do on the 100? What do they do on the 100-year launch? Crikey. Like that Road Glide 3. Yeah, again, some nice bikes. There's some nice bikes. There's some nice colours in the 120. I have been complimentary. I haven't been, horrible. But, Cyborg, 48 likes. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Keep those likes coming. Oh, what a shame. I think that's it. That's the way I'm feeling. What a shame. What a shame that they missed the opportunity to, get me going. It's, the Ultra Limited anniversary, the Tri-Glide Ultra anniversary, Street Glide, Road Glide anniversaries, Fat Boy and Heritage Classic anniversary, and the Breakout 117, and the Nightster S. Okay, see, I suppose from that point of view, you could say they're all new bikes, right? They're all new offerings. But they're not. We know they're not. It's just new paint. It's just, badges and paint don't make a bike, do they? But, okay, fine. I'll give you that. The Breakout, the 117. Yeah. You could argue that that's a new bike. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. That's a new bike. I don't agree that it's a new bike, but it's they've changed it. They've changed the ergonomics. They've changed the styling. Put a new engine in it. Okay, great. I got it. I just think they could have done so much more. I just think that I'm concerned for Harley Davidson after this. I'm concerned for it. Because I think the way the world is, the I think the way the world is and the way it's gone, I think they needed to offer a lot more for people who can't afford big Harley Davidsons, and they've basically just doubled down on making it more expensive for people and not offering a lot. That's the thing. And Anton, oi, good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house. Well, I've been doing this live show here. How long have I been doing this for? 2 hours. 2 hours, guys. I've been here. And a lot of that was just watching that dribble, wasn't it? But there we go. Crikey. Midnight Express, yes, great cinematography and whatnot. That's right. I mean, look, you can't argue that. They tried to do a good show, but not showing the bikes, as you alluded to, amounts to what we here in America refer to as a lot of sizzle but no steak. I love that. I've heard that expression before. No sizzle. Sizzle but no steak. That's right. The new paintings of the Softails are underwhelming as well. Most of them didn't get any new paintings yet. Hex, yes, Rev, we all feel let down again. I don't know. I don't know. You know, hey, listen, we need to do something. They need to do something to save themselves. I get what the CEO Jochen Zeitz is saying. Long distance down the line, 20, 30 years down the line, Harley Davidson would be all electric. I get that. I get that's the vision. I get that's the company strategy for long term. They can see where it's all going. The whole industry is going that way. I get it. But you can't ignore what is happening now. And you can't ignore what the world already knows. That you've gone into partnership with Chinese motorcycle manufacturers and you've gone into partnership with Indian motorcycle manufacturers to produce small displacement engine bikes for those markets, the Indian market and the Chinese market. But you're not mentioning anything about it now. All you're mentioning is these really expensive, the anniversary bikes, the breakout bike. That's it. That's it. No, you've got to be more than that. Great. I'll tell you what, I'm getting it from both ends right now, both sides right now. I'm getting it from my sports side, my football side, and I'm also getting from the motorcycle side right now. That's it. I give up. I give up. I give up. You cannot defend the indefensible. No, that's what I would say. I've been concerned about the future of Harley Davidson since I started riding 2 years ago. They just seem behind the curve when compared to other manufacturers. We've been saying this for years and years and years. I thought they'd regained a lot of ground with the Revolution Max engine. Look, when they brought out the Revolution Max engine, or when they were thinking about bringing the Revolution Max engine, this is what I was saying, and I was saying this very clearly, loudly and clearly. I was saying this. If they're bringing out this new liquid-cooled engine, that's showing the world that they are not stuck in the dark ages. They're not stuck in the cave still. They've come out into the light and they're going to try and compete, right? Many people were scoffing them, said, oh, they're going to try and bring out liquid-cooled engine, rubbish. Oh, they're going to come out with a Pan America, this adventure bike. Oh, rubbish, right? Whilst it's had its problems, it shook the adventure bike world up, because people thinking, actually, they produced a decent bike here, and that engine, when it performs really well. Then they had, obviously, the Sportster S. Nah, not really. The Nightster, now the Nightster S. Not really. They haven't really exploited the Revolution Max engine. They haven't really exploited it. So for me, if I'm Harley Davidson, I would be exploiting that to the max. If I'm looking to the future of Harley Davidson, then you've got to secure the future of the Harley Davidson of the future. So if you've got these small bikes in the offing, then make them out. If you've got a global economic situation where people cannot afford really expensive items, big ticket items, then bloody hell, start selling bikes that don't cost as much. There we go. What can I say? I could go on for hours and hours and hours. I really could, but there we go. Andre, for the US, the breakout is new, back again. The Sport Glide did not return there. Oh, it didn't. No, yeah. Well, yeah, we already knew the Sport Glide was coming back over here. Still here in Europe. Harley CEO sites did say he wanted Harley Davidson to be like Ferrari. Yeah, well, they've been saying that for years. I almost had a stand-up laughing match with a sales guy in local Harley Davidson once, and he was talking about, Harley Davidsons are like Ferraris. I was just like, I said, do me a favour. Nuno, I honestly think when a company is doing a presentation trying to promote and sell one of the most expensive motorcycle brands, that's definitely not the way to do it. I agree. I love the RevMax platform, but like you said, they just aren't really going anywhere with it. Mind-boggling. Yeah, they should be doing a lot more. If you're going to bring out the new bike, crikey, if you're going to bring out a new bike, don't bring out a 117 Breakout for a start. You don't need it. You don't need a 117 Breakout. What you need is more Revolution Max engines. Or if you're going to bring 117s out, just offer it as an option for the bikes that you've got. Make it exciting for people to think, we love the bikes we've already got. That's it. Add a bit more. You can add the Breakout 117 if you want. But misplaced focus, misplaced intentions here, and you got to wonder, is this been the right call? But listen, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it there with you. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the chat. Thanks for all the likes. Check out on the socials, all the support stuff and all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate it. But listen, thank you all for joining. I have been streaming on Twitch. I know I haven't got an audience there, but I'll keep on doing it. Thanks for everybody here for coming on as well. I'm going to keep on bringing you information. I'm going to keep on bringing you stories from around the world. And I'm going to be talking about different motorcycle things and motorcycle sporting things and all that sort of stuff. I will continue to talk about Harley Davidson, but I'm going to be talking, obviously, about other motorcycles as well, and motorcycle interests and lifestyles and stuff like that, whatever. It needed to be more. It needed to be more. All I can say is thank you very much. Thank you guys for in the chat. Really appreciate that. And, well, it's been emotional. Ta-da.